Everyone, my name is Caleb Meyer. I'd like to introduce you to something that Utahns have been taking very seriously for a while now. That is children getting immunizations. According to experts, about 72% of Utah children are immunized, but that means there are about 30 that haven't received their shots. In this podcast, I want to answer 4 frequently asked questions about immunizations. The first question is, are vaccines safe? The answer is yes. According to HealthyChildren.org, most childhood vaccines are 90 to 99% effective in preventing disease. Children who aren't vaccinated are much more likely to get a disease if they are exposed to it. Even if the child gets the disease after being immunized, then the symptoms are mild and aren't life-threatening. The second question is, are there any reasons why my child should not get immunized? According to HealthyChildren.org, children who are getting through cancer or are on steroids for lung or kidney symptoms shouldn't get them. They recommend that they get them after they are healthy. Any mild symptoms, such as a cough, a runny nose, or ear infection, can still get their shots. The bottom line is, there aren't many things that stop children from getting shots. The third one that I'd like to cover today is, do vaccines cause sudden infant death syndrome, otherwise known as SIDS? According to HealthyChildren.org, the answer is no. Many people believe this myth because SIDS happens around the same time that children get their first shots. This is a mistake. After numerous studies done, none of them show any correlation to SIDS. If nothing else, it helps prevent SIDS from happening. The last question is, why are vaccines still needed if diseases aren't as common anymore? According to HealthyChildren.org, many diseases are not as common as they once were because of vaccines. However, the bacteria and viruses that cause them still exist and can make children very sick. This prevents it from coming back in children that are younger, where it could do the most damage. Now that we've gone over a few questions, I'd like to share a story about Emily. Emily was a 5-year-old when one of her sisters brought home one whooping cough from school. In the older daughter's classroom, there were a few families that had opted out of getting their children immunized. Both Emily's parents and all of her siblings had been immunized and were not in danger. However, Emily, being young, was at a higher risk to get it. Emily had a bad fever and was barely able to breathe. Emily's parents took her to the hospital, and after 3 weeks of being in the ICU, she was finally able to breathe again. Because parents chose to not get their child immunized, they put their family in danger, or put another families in danger of losing their baby. My point that I'm trying to make is you need to get your child immunized. All it takes is a few shots and they'll be protected, and in the process, it keeps others safe as well. For more information, visit healthychildren.org. Thanks for listening.